Hi, this is Anjal Puri on Spotify with Taaza Talks. Today we are welcoming our esteemed guest, Zareen Parwez जी, जो अपनी एक्सपर्टीज से लोगों के अंदर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लेके आती हैं और उनके सपने सच हो जाते हैं। हमारे साथ वो इसके प्लेटफॉर्म पे आ चुकी हैं। नमस्कार जरीन जी, कैसी हैं आप?
Namaskar, Achal ji. It's a pleasure to be in your platform.
थैंक
And
यू।
मैं
एंड आपका नाम ही इतना खूबसूरत है आपकी तरह।
okay, thank you so much.
जी।
It's my
तो
pleasure.
जरीन जी, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी, क्या ऐसी इंस्पिरेशन थी, क्या ऐसा आपको इंस्पायर्ड किया जो आप ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कोच बन गई?
See, to कुछ experience करने के लिए ही कुछ बनते हैं लोग, right? Like I had myself gone through that transformation in my life, and that inspired me, right? Like there came a time in my life when I realized I was living on autopilot. Everyone does, but that realization is very important, right? Doing everything I was supposed to do, but not really feeling alive. Then one day I stepped into a community that focused on personal growth, and that was the beginning of something magical. And that magical thing was my own self discovery of myself, right? So it's every lesson that I learned there, it opened a new chest of wisdom, new chest of wisdom. I was not aware of a lot of things like self love, right?
Right.
We only know that we love others, we love everyone, but we never think of loving ourselves. We never hear that word. So self love is first time I heard in this community, and that was a big game changer in my life, because we are always giving, and we don't realize that our cup is also getting empty with that, right?
Right.
And you
So,
cannot give someone from that empty cup.
absolutely. So, how do you define transformation in your own words?
For me, transformation is self discovery, it's a freedom, and it's like changing who you are, right? It's unbecoming who you are not. Because with our experience, with our education, and with lot of things, we we just unbecome something that we are not. And it's the peeling of layers of fears, doubt, and all the expectations that we have, and we don't meet, and we just turn ourselves from the art to a self, right? So real transformation is when you come closer to who you are, right?
Right. Right. So, can you share a real life success story that deeply impacted you as a coach?
As a coach, I was deeply impacted by a lot of stories. Like when I see women, they are in a marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and they are in a marriage only because of the children.
Okay.
That's very, I felt very bad because I have never gone through all these, right? And because of children, they suffer so much. They don't have love, they don't get respect, they don't get anything they expect from them, and still they are in the marriage, and they think that it's all is happening because of the other person,
Mm-hmm.
and they grow that victim mindset, that, and even they feel that they don't deserve it, they don't deserve love. They come to a point that they think they don't deserve love, they are not worthy of love.
Okay.
But the thing is totally different.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is totally different, because you are seeing things from your own lenses, right? Everyone is having their own lens. You're having a lens to see the world. Your husband is having a different lens to see the world. And two lenses can be different. Two people can be different, but still they can coexist. This is what I teach in my transformational journey.
Okay. So, ma'am, what are the most common challenges people face during personal transformation?
Actually, during personal transformation, see, if I tell you that you are doing something wrong, will you accept?
No.
No, it's for everyone. Even when I was in my transformational journey, even I felt like that there is nothing wrong in me and I need to fix other people.
हाँ, ये होता है, absolutely.
Absolutely. We always have that toolkit with us, right? And we try to fix others. That उसमें कुछ ये problem है, उसमें कुछ वो problem है. It's all about fixing others and nothing inward, right? But the thing is absolutely different. It's always inward. When you go inward, you get all your answers.
ये बात आपने बिल्कुल सही कही क्योंकि बिकॉज एक्सेप्टेंस होना बहुत जरूरी है लेकिन बहुत मुश्किल से होता है. You're right. So
क्योंकि
how
कोई
do
नहीं
you
बिलीव
help
करता कि
clients?
we are doing anything wrong.
Yeah. So how do you help
अपनी
clients
गलती.
overcome their mental and emotional blockages?
Mental and emotional blockages, these are not something that is superficial, that is not in the 1 or 2 days it has formed. It has deep root from the childhood. When a person is not felt seen, heard, you know that thing that becomes a layer and layer and layer. और कभी ऐसा होता है कि बच्चा कुछ reject kiya, that if your son is not accepting something or not doing as directed, like you want your son to study and not to watch, but when you see that they are not doing the things you wanted them, you feel rejected. That rejection, you become very angry, right? दैट मोमेंट यू बिकम वेरी एंग्री. तो ऑटो पायलट में क्या होगा, रोज गुस्सा होंगे एंड थप्पड़ लगेगा या डांट सुनेगा बच्चा, यू येल और यू बीट.
Yeah.
This is the only reactions. But actually, this feeling of this feeling of rejection is not now. It's deep rooted in the childhood, when you were rejected as a child, when you were not heard from your parents, your teachers. So the blockages is very deep rooted, and we just peel the layers, just see the root of the emotions and then remove it from the very source. तो कुछ भी सुपरफिशियल नहीं होता है. हम लोग समझते हैं कि इमोशन जस्ट मोमेंटरी होता है. या इट्स मोमेंटरी, बट इट हैज अ रूट and it has a pattern also. You will see in many people there is a pattern of छोटे छोटे बात में गुस्सा होना एक पैटर्न बन जाता है. It becomes a habit. Just like other habit you grow with time, in the same way emotions also becomes your habit. जैसे एंजाइटी होना, स्ट्रेस होना, ये एक हैबिट बन जाता है एंड यू टेक पिल्स फॉर दैट, राइट? हाइपरटेंशन के लिए पिल्स यू टेक. सो all the emotions and everything that you feel comes in your body.
Right.
And that dis-ease in the body becomes your disease. Yeah, it's very important to first heal the emotion, then you can heal the body, because you're only taking medicine, right? It's
Right.
working on the superficial level. There is something very deep rooted, soul, mind and body, right? So there only you are giving to the body, you're not giving to the soul and mind. So one layer is being covered, and you see hypertension की pills सिर्फ उसकी amount ज़्यादा बढ़ते हैं, right? The power increases but nothing changes.
हाँ, वो जब तक अंदर वर्क कर रहा है तब तक तो वो चलेगा.
Exactly. So this is what I do with my clients. I help them just understand how it is coming to your body also. Even we see people with overweight, then lot of thyroid is all the resentment you have, all the things, it piles up and it comes in your body as disease. everything lungs के ऊपर जो भी lungs problem, kidney problem, everything is related to all your emotional blockages. And I work from the root, how it originated, what is the pattern, how often do you see it. So there are different layers of questions, and it's not that I'm giving them the answer. The answer is coming from the person themselves, because they have experienced that. And it's like you get an answer not by answer from others, it comes from within you, right? When someone asks you a right question,
Right. Absolutely
right?
right. Yes. So, what is your unique approach or philosophy that sets you apart from other coaches?
My philosophy is like I make it a cocktail, a soulful cocktail, I can say, because I know NLP, and I am into this emotional healing very much, because I had been myself a sufferer, because I used to be a person like baat mein burst out, and even I was not knowing why I'm bursting all the time. I don't want to be that. First realization should come that I don't want to be that person, right? Then what I do with my client is I mix the NLP, mix emotional healing and the mindset and the soulful awareness of what you are doing every day. That will not shake you, that will not stir something, but just shake you from within, you know. So it's like the transformation is real, because I give them the NLP work for the rewiring of the brain and for removing of the pattern that the brain already knows that it has to go in this way, this way, this way. But if it is not a correct pattern, then new pattern should come out, right? And the old pattern should wipe out. We should wipe out the old pattern. So I work with that, and even I mix the breath work along with NLP. It is through our breath that we connect our body to our soul. So
Mm-hmm.
breath work, NLP, and visualization of who you want to be, right? Then only I mix all the three to see, to give them faster results, and sprinkle some of my coaching techniques that I learned in my own transformational journey, and how it helped me. I wanted to take it out and to help others. This
Great.
is who I am.
Great. So, ma'am, what role does if what role does self-awareness play in the journey of changes?
Everything starts with self awareness, right?
Right.
Everything. It's only the first step. Self awareness is only the first step to change. When you get aware that I'm not doing this correctly, if I am yelling to my bacha, if I am yelling to my children, my kids, I'm not doing okay. If I am having problem with my husband, they are my loved ones. Okay. If I'm having problem with them, that's not okay. That's not, so I should not be doing this. First awareness is this, right? And when you want to just change yourself, that you have to accept that you are doing something that is not correct.
Right. 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 So, how do you personally stay motivated and aligned with your purpose?
So, like, you want a good answer, or you want me to just simply say something?
Good answer is always be, effective for the people because we are doing the podcast just to give the awareness of the to the people कि आप क्या exactly बोल रही हैं और आपका क्या एक मोटिव है पर्पस है तो गुड आंसर ही ऑब्वियसली चाहिए होगा.
So, it will not come in one or two lines, because I don't try to just get motivated, because motivation fades, you know, it's momentary. I try to get myself aligned with my purpose. My purpose is to see the transformation on the soul that comes to me, because I know the pain of being in a place, same place, year after year after year. Uh, you don't know me, right? So something about me, I want to just tell you that I was a homemaker for a long time, right? Yeah, at the age of 35, when I was having three children, I was staying in UAE along with my husband. I
Mm-hmm.
came back with my three children, and the third one was only 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And my purpose was, I felt inside that I don't want to die taking my dream into my grave. My dream was to be a teacher. I felt so good teaching others. That was the main. I was teaching in my father's coaching center, but I was not teaching in a school. But my dream was to teach in a school. At a very early age, I got married, and you will not, yeah, that I am a mother of a 21-year-old son, and my son is in IIT Kharagpur, and he is having that aerospace. He is doing aerospace engineering,
Wow.
rock, rocket science he is studying. So I was the one who was teaching him till 10th grade, and he was always telling me, "Mama, why don't you teach other children as well? Because you have so much of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
And your style is so unique." My children just inspired me to go out, and I felt like, yeah, I should go for it. I will not take this to my grave, and I become a teacher. I was teaching in a very good school, Ashok Hall group of schools. You might have heard. It's
Mm-hmm.
India-wide group of schools,
Yes,
and
yes.
I was teaching in one of that school. Then a calling came that when I used to see children, they are just not able to cope up with things, right? Everyone is not the same. You see, even our 5 fingers are not same. But the system in our school is to treat everyone the same way. Yeah, and
Right.
that's a pain. That's a pain
Mm-hmm.
for a person who don't want to just push and pressurize. So I wanted to become a parenting coach, because I used to see children struggle, and even the parents, they don't know what to do with that, how to deal with this, how to just, they know only to push, as we had seen our parents doing like that, right? We all had been a victim of that push, कि जो है वही पढ़ना है, वही करना है, you have to shine, right?
Right.
So we pressurize them so much that they become something that they are not, right? वो बनते हैं जो हम चाहते हैं, and वो नहीं बनते जो वो चाहते हैं.
Mm-hmm.
And after a certain age, that unfulfillment that stays in them, and they see a lot of disturbance in their life, lot of disturbance in their life. So being a teacher and being myself in that place, I see that how I can connect all the dots, and everything starts from the root, from the childhood. So the transformation journey is all about becoming who you are,
Mm-hmm.
not what every other person wanted you to be.
Right. So, ma'am, would you like to give any message to those who are struggling to transform their lives?
Yeah, see, transformation isn't about climbing a mountain, right?
Right.
Overnight, nothing is going to happen. It's about learning to enjoy the climb. So many of us spend our lives chasing arrival point, that finishing line, right? But it's the journey that's more beautiful, right? When you understand your problem and you try to change something in you.
Come out of it.
Don't be the person you are in 2025. Don't be the same person in 2026. Something inside you must change. You must grow. If you're not growing, you're dying inside. Really, because every cell in our body they changes, it is about change. So we should also change and transform and grow. If you're not doing that, nobody is aware of personal development, I can tell you. And it's not personal development, it's the self discovery. You see a child, right? How happy they are all the time. Can we be like them? No, na. But it is, yes, to come back home. It is to come back home, to be that childlike, to feel that, to feel every emotions like them, to feel the happiness like them.
Right. So,
And many of us, yeah,
yeah.
so many of us spend our lives chasing this point. And once you understand that, it's not chasing, but to be in the flow. And how you can be in the flow? When you start your journey. Unless you're starting, how you'll be coming to the finishing line, right? So you have to start, you have to know, you have to have that awareness first that yeah, something inside me needs to change. अगर मेरी मदर इन लॉ के साथ नहीं बन रही है तो मदर इन लॉ में कोई कमी नहीं है. There is something I need to change in my behavior, in my actions, in my energy, right? People understand your energy.
Right.
आप मुंह पे जितने भी अच्छे बोलो, अगर मन में कुछ है ना, वो जाता ही है. इट गोज. यू सी, आप कितना मीठा बात करो, सब कुछ उनके लिए करो, बट स्टिल पीठ पीछे अगर आप अपने मम्मी को या फ्रेंड्स को अगर उनके बारे में गलत बोलते हो, that energy is the blockage in having good relation, good connection. किसी से भी, not only mother-in-law, your husband, your children, सबके साथ energy works. So I help them to understand that energy, how it's working. ये सिर्फ अच्छा ये नहीं है कि आप उनके लिए क्या कर रहे हो, ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आप उनके बारे में क्या सोच रहे हो. So don't see them as a role कि वो कौन है, वो बड़ी है, उनको समझना चाहिए. See them as a soul, where from they are coming, what is their mind map, उनका बैकग्राउंड क्या है, उनका मतलब ज्यादा रिलेशनशिप में झगड़े यही के लिए होते हैं कि वो डिफरेंट है, वो डिफरेंट है, वो डिफरेंट है, एंड वी ट्राई टू जस्ट फिक्स देम कि हम सबको हमारी जैसा बनना है. लेकिन वी हैव टू एक्सेप्ट दैट कि एवरी पीपल, इवन आवर 5 फिंगर्स आर नॉट सेम. अगर ये सेम होते तो अच्छा होता. नो, जो जैसे है उसको एक्सेप्ट करना हमारा, यही हमारा चीज है. ये जब भी हम ये करना सीख जाएंगे ना, then we'll be having beautiful relations with everyone, you see, and life will be totally different from what you see now to there when you go through this transformation. Right. When you go through that acceptance of other people कि उनका mind map अलग हो सकता है. And when I'm teaching, as I'm a teacher, so I use different props. जैसे कि अगर मैं बोलूंगी कि आपका लेंस अलग है, right, कि आपका दुनिया को देखने का नजरिया अलग है, आपके हस्बैंड का अलग है, आपके, सो दे आर ऑल डिफरेंट पीपल. तो आई यूज गॉगल्स, डिफरेंट कलर गॉगल्स लाइक रेड, ब्लू, ग्रीन, सो दैट दे कैन अंडरस्टैंड. या रेड पहनेंगे तो रेड दिखेगा, ओके. व्हेन आई वेयर अ ग्रीन गॉगल्स देन एवरीथिंग विल बी ग्रीन आउटसाइड. तो इट्स नॉट who they are, it's the goggles, because it is their lens, they are seeing the world like that.
Yes.
So एक बंदा अगर है, if he is coming from a joint family, right, so he'll be more keen to be in a joint family and wants to keep his parents along with him. But if a woman is coming from a nuclear family, right, so she'll be having a mindset of being in a nuclear family because it is her upbringing, it is her experience that she felt good in that environment, and the clashes comes between these two people because they are having two different mind maps. और अगर वो joint family में जाती है तो then there will be a different, both people are not different, only the mind maps are different, their lens of seeing the world is different. And when you see that realization comes, तभी आपके अंदर चेंजेस आएंगे.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. तो मैम एक रैपिड फायर राउंड करेंगे हम आपके साथ.
Okay.
क्विक आंसर्स होते हैं. सो फॉर यू ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इन वन वर्ड.
Transformation for me is self discovery.
ग्रेट. मॉर्निंग और नाइट पर्सन.
I am a night person.
ओके. फेवरेट
Yeah.
मोटिवेशनल कोट.
Favorite motivational quote is to see the change, just be the change.
One habit that changed your life.
One habit is daily reflection and journaling.
Okay. Coffee or tea.
When I am outside, I prefer coffee. When I'm at home, I prefer tea. So
Okay.
it's a combination.
A book that inspired you most.
Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Okay. If not a
Yeah,
coach, what would you be?
I'd be a teacher.
Okay. Your biggest strength.
My strength is my I have empathy and deep listening. I'm a deep listener.
Great. One word your client often use for you.
Same, deep listener and very calming.
Great. Success means to you.
Success means to me inner peace and aligned with my purpose.
Good. So, ma'am, now just share your social media handle here so that people can approach you directly for your services through Taaza Talks platform.
Okay, Zareen underscore Parvez is my Instagram handle, and Step Up Your Mindset is my YouTube handle, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. So it was a beautiful conversation with Zareen Parvez ma'am. एंड एपिसोड रिलीज होते ही लिंक शेयर कर दिया जाएगा और उसी लिंक के नीचे आपको जरीन मैम के लिंक्स मिलेंगे सो यू कैन कनेक्ट हर विद हर डायरेक्टली सो थैंक यू सो मच स्टे ट्यून्ड थैंक यू सो मच मैम